So one thing is that I started 𝗖𝗑𝗧𝗧 blog. I started blogging when I was in my second year. Okay. And if that blog does not even exist, and even if it did, it will be nothing to be pleased of. It was really nothing good. Okay. But I have managed to, I kept going. I did not stop. I did not give up. Even when I started 𝗖𝗑𝗧𝗧 blog in my 4th year, 2009, it was still, nobody was reading it. And I was also not writing the kind of article that will actually attract a big audience. But I did not give up. I kept doing it. I was doing it wrong. I was not getting results. But I kept trying till I figured out how it will work. And it took me years to figure out, guys, right? Most people give up within months of it not working. I did not give up. I kept trying until I figured out. And then today it has 1 million people, 10 lakh people reading it per month, 1 crore people reading it in a year. That's a big number, right? One of the biggest law blogs in the world. And it was possible because I started it back then. And then I had the patience to keep going. Most people do not keep going. They stop. But I kept going, right? So this is very important. That's something that I'm very proud of. So this is my advice to you, that take something that you will not give up on it for 10 years. And trust me, if you do it for 10 years, it will be very successful. You just have to keep trying honestly with all your heart. You keep trying. One thing I'm proud of again is that I mentored many people. I was always trying to teach others what I knew. Because of that, I was able to build a lot of good connections. So while I was not good at connecting with people, I had poor social skills, but soon I was trying to help others and trying to teach people. So teaching was my savior. Teaching helped me to build network. Teaching helped me to realize my, self-fulfillment. It kind of showed me who I am, and then I built an education company, right? So teaching in a way, and when I started teaching people, it opened up my world. It opened up possibilities. It defined me, who I became after that. But my intention and my the goodwill to go and teach other people really saved me despite all the other flaws. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Then another thing is that I never backed away from opportunities. Even if I was not fully prepared, somebody came and said, can you draft this agreement? And I had no idea how to draft this agreement, but I'll say, okay, I will learn and I'll do it. I say, I'll do it. And then I learned and I did it, and I did a good job, right? I didn't do a bad job. So I learned and I did it. And this I did again and again. Every time opportunities came, I was never fully ready for an opportunity. Sometimes you get opportunities that look like work, that look like a lot of challenge, that look like, "Arey, ye kaise ho sakta hai?" But I took those, said, okay, I'll do it. And I did it. I figured out how to do it. I invented a way and I did it. And I think this is something that very, very much helped me. And I'm glad and I'm proud that I did that. And that is I will advise you too, that you build that kind of a mindset. Even if it looks like a very hard thing, you can't do it right now, don't say no. Say that, okay, I'll do it. And then go and figure out how to do it. That will make a huge difference in your career, in your life. Okay. Then I really understood the importance of building a network. And I had read a book called Never Eat Alone by a great author called 𝗥𝗵𝗆𝗄𝗧. And Never Eat Alone. You should read this book. So I read this book and I realized, like, I said, you need to have mentors. You need to have, sometimes you cannot have a mentor, but at least you read a book and understand something. So I read a book and I understood that. And then I really worked hard to build a network. And I tried to build a network, and it was really life-changing. It made a big difference in my life. Okay. Then I learned about Pareto Principle early and applied it. And this was the life-changing moment, guys. Okay. This was somewhere in my second year. I read about Pareto Principle, and I was reading the blog of this guy called Tim Ferriss. He's a very famous guy now. Back then, he had just started blogging. He had published his first book, and it was becoming a bestseller. So Tim Ferriss talked about Pareto Principle, and he said that Pareto Principle is that 80% of results come from 20% of the effort, and rest of the 20% of the result come from 80% of the efforts. So what Tim Ferriss was saying was that identify this 20% effort that is producing the 80% results, then eliminate the rest of the 80% effort, and then double down on this 20%, do more of this 20% and eliminate all the other stuff. And this is, if this is possible, whenever possible, it is a very smart way of doing things, honestly. Okay. So I learned about the Pareto principle, and I got this concept that hacking, it is not about always working hard, working hard, working hard. No, because I was taught as a kid that you have to work very hard. There is no other way. You study hard to score well. But then I realized that, oh, I have to do it smartly. It is not about just working hard, studying hard, and studying for more hours, practicing more and more. Because this is what I was taught in my environment by my parents, by my teachers. I bet many of you are taught in the same way. But this was eye-opening, right? That 20% of the results are producing 80%, 20% of the effort producing 80% result, and 80% of the effort only 20%. So what if we eliminate that 80% which is producing less results and focus on the 20% only that is producing more? So identify those behaviors, those activities which are high yield, and the low yield stuff, the low things which are not so productive, low ROI, eliminate them. And learn skills that will give huge returns. So one skill I learned back then was speed reading. Okay. After reading about this Pareto principle. And when I learned about speed reading, I was able to implement it, and my life changed from that moment. Okay. Because I was able to read really fast. So whatever I was studying for class, I could suddenly study it really quickly. Okay. I did not have to spend a lot of time studying whatever was in the class. Because before that, you know, what was the belief? That if you are a good student, you need to spend all your day with the book. You need to keep studying your class material. You need to keep studying your exam material all the time. So I was sitting, but it was mostly wasted time. It was not being used very well. I was spending a lot of time, but that time was not being used very well. So Pareto principle changed my mind. So I realized that it's not about just working like a donkey all the time, right? I need to be smart. I need to, how can I score more? So I started looking at it in a different way. That, okay, let me look at the people who are scoring really well. Where are they scoring? I realized that, oh, they are scoring a lot of marks in their projects. They are scoring a lot of marks in their Viva. So then I realized that, okay, if I keep a good relationship with the teacher, and I go and tell the teacher, by the way, guys, go and apply this in your college. Just go and tell your teacher, sir, I want to top this year. Please tell me what to do in the class and I'll do it. And that just, even if you do nothing after this, the teacher is already impressed by you that, oh, this is a very serious student, came to me and asked how to do very well. So he'll start, and you know, when you're doing your project, simple thing I realized that, go to the teacher twice and tell the teacher what you're doing, what you're researching on, what you found. Just keep him informed and go to him for advice. He will tell you some advice, go and incorporate it. You will score fantastically well in your project because you have been keeping the teacher in loop. It's so simple, huh? But do you realize? So nobody realized. Yeah, at that age, I could not realize initially. But when I was trying to think, okay, hard work will not produce results. What can I do to increase my chances of getting more marks? Then I realized, oh, I have to talk to the teacher a few times during the session. Okay, I have to show the teacher that I'm giving a lot of attention in his or her class. Okay, I have to prepare. I know that I'm not going to study throughout the semester. I will study just before the exam. So I need to have the right set of notes with me. Or I need to know that what are the things that the teacher spent a lot of time teaching in the class, because those are the things he thinks are important and probably he'll ask questions from those things. So there are many such things. Then I did something, I built the groundwork that enabled me to leave a job I did not like, because I was working in a law firm and I did not like it. I was a corporate M&A lawyer getting a lot of salary, but I was not liking it. But I was going to leave it and start my own startup, 𝗖Pleaders, and I did it exactly after 1 year, and I hit the ground running. Okay, so a lot of people don't like the job, but they can't quit. They struggle. If they quit, then they get into trouble. all sort of things happen, but that did not happen to me because in college I had prepared that groundwork to start my own company later on. Okay.